Hey, Bjarne Varma here. Yeah, because it's 2 o'clock. We're here. Mrs.
Me.
here also, but messed about trying to get her. Lappy is not behaving.
Not behaving. I was going to. Whoops, let me sit down so you're not listening to my shoulder.
Anyway, there's nobody. There's only one person here. Well, so sorry, you're not normally.
Who's that? Ooh.
Keefie,
Hello. Can you do some phonetic spelling of your name, please?
Spam.
Is it Bjarne?
That? No. No, it doesn't. Get...
Right. Just trying to get this set up so that the trolls get tossed out. It might be a troll. If you're a troll, please go away. Yeah, I can see how you spell it, but do we say Bjarne or Bjarne or?
It's Bjarne.
Bjarne. Okay.
Bjarne.
If that works for you, it works for us.
It's not an M, it's an R-N-E.
Oh.
Anyway,
what can we do for you? What would you like to know? My husband's nudging me because it's his channel.
I know. So no, we just sit around for a bit till other people turn up. You know.
Well, I don't know. It's your chance to ask some questions and get some personal attention. Right. Now, which one do I want? So, my husband can do all the computer stuff. I just use it. If it doesn't behave.
All right, who's Crispy Booze?
Crispy Booze?
Crispy Booze.
No, it's Crispy.
So either Chris the Butcher or it's one of your brothers.
Oh, gosh. Please say no. Sorry, Chris. That's Christmas. That's family. I'm not doing that.
So I have to cope with.
Me too. Right.
Hey, Cheryl! It's not Keep, it's Keef with a F. So you can do Mrs. Keef, but you can't do Keef.
Oh, she gets all excited when she talks to you. That's what it is.
I know.
I'm watching you, Cheryl.
Cheryl, why don't you ever show your face on your channel? Oh, you're supposed to be asking me questions, but well.
I have this fantasy in which my computer works. Honestly.
Too shy. Uh-huh. Well.
Deck the halls with boughs of holly, follow.
What's wrong with your computer?
Rubbish.
I paid thousands of pounds for that.
He lies.
Hundreds.
I just cleared all my browsing history this morning because I thought there's got to be some way to get this thing to load in under 10 minutes.
You've probably got virus.
Oh no, I've got this pop-up thing that tells me I'll never get viruses.
All right. Christmas long egg. Young, I don't think so.
Ooh.
No. Well, no. Long turkey. Long turkey. Do turkeys have eggs? They must do. They're kind of chicken,
Yes.
aren't they? Yeah. No, they're not a kind of chicken.
But with chickens,
they're a bird.
you buy
Why don't you get
chicken.
turkey
You don't buy roosters. And with turkeys, I suppose you get the baby turkey. I don't know. Do you get male turkeys on the table? Anybody know? You can get turkey eggs and goose eggs and all sorts.
I've never seen turkey eggs. Some goose eggs, ostrich eggs, and things like that. Quail. Yeah.
Don't tell the trolls, but I don't think we've got a moderator because this is not going to play.
What are you doing on your
Should come up
phone
with your magic. Okay. Suits me.
then? Oh, Sue Miller, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Is that my new look?
That works.
It's got a thing in it.
Oh yeah, it's a rattle.
It's very irritating.
Only if you move your head a lot. You have to sit there being statuesque.
Try not to.
All right. I'll be back in a bit.
Okay. Tum Tom. So we're just kind of waiting for a few more people to show up. Crispy Booze. I did a stuffing roll last week. It was cranberry and chestnut, but you know, other flavours are available, obviously. And you know, your normal thing is sage and onion, and it involves breadcrumbs, softened onion, sage, and hot water and butter, really. And yeah, it amazes me that people buy this out in a box because there's nothing to it, really. Anyway. Hello, Paul Everett. Hello, Susan Fuzz. Treats series. Explain.
Is that a request?
I don't know. Oh.
Hello again, Paul Everett. Are you going to make my thing do the technical thing?
No.
Oh well.
Biscochito. Sound like a biscuit. A little biscuit. Blinny.
Oh, those blinnies. Did you see the video for the blinnies? They were gorgeous. Because I never got around to trying the ones that hadn't got anything on them until after the camera. Oh, they're brilliant. Do blinnies. Honestly.
Hey, hello. Anna Lee Brown, hello. Happy morning to you. Where are you? Somewhere west, I guess.
Brown sugar crusted smoked ham on the grill.
No.
Respect.
Do you mean like on a barbecue? Do you mean a huge lump of meat on the barbie? Carlos Robbins, Spanish Harlem.
Hang on, what is it?
There is a thing.
Okay, this is Scotchito. Lard and cinnamon biscuit.
Oh.
Buenos dias, Carlos Robbins. Es un nombre español, ¿sí? Robbins.
No, Robin. Uno Robin.
Oh, I love Eccles cakes. Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, I have done Eccles cakes, like about 4 years ago.
You can make them anytime you like, darling. Purely because Sue's out.
Right? Yep. But I don't know if they'll taste like your grand's. You know, I can't guarantee that. So, beyond no, I thought I did think about it because I did it 2 or 3 years ago and it was a complete disaster. But yeah.
We did one about, over 30 years ago when our son was little.
Oh no, that.
And we had the fireplace, and in front of the fire there was a fire guard, obviously, because we'd got a little one. It was like a big metal cage around the fire. So we put the Christmas cottage base on there.
Yeah.
And then we stacked about half a dozen plates on each side, and we stood the walls up with the plates to hold them up so they wouldn't fall over, and they didn't.
I know, but I don't know why because we had the fire on, and I don't know why we put it on there because then it wouldn't cool down and set. You know, the glue with the icing. So it just never set. So we just stayed up all night holding this thing waiting for it to set.
But you can do that with a newborn, so it doesn't matter. Hold the baby in one hand and hold up the gingerbread house in the other.
Yeah. Actually, when I did that, I did that gingerbread house. I had the idea of making a gingerbread model of an abbey, a ruined abbey near here, Kirkstall Abbey. But yeah,
That's the way to go with a ruin. Bye, Chris.
Nathaniel Evans, chuffing out. You are a little bit late. Well, only 10 minutes. We've just been kind of dribbling. No important information has been revealed or anything. Winter long egg log cabin.
Some people are just desperate.
A log cabin made entirely of long eggs. That would be good, wouldn't it?
That would be the Acropolis.
That would be a lot of eggs.
That would be a lot of eggs, but you'd have to make pillars, and then you'd have to work
No,
out how
well,
to do the arch.
the eggs as pillars.
Exactly. So you'd need umpteen of those for the pillars. It's a big building.
Well, I don't know. Anna Lee Brown, a cake roll. Do you mean like a Swiss roll or something like that?
You did a chocolate log one year, didn't you?
Did a Yule log?
It was lovely.
Yeah.
We're probably going to have proper Christmas weather. We had snow this morning.
We did.
We did.
We could see snow
Out the window, so it's just over there.
on the high ground on the Chevin.
Yeah, but how many miles away is that?
Ilkley-Moor. Ilkley-Moor is 10 miles.
Yeah, but the Chevin?
7.
We had snow today.
Cake rolled up with yummy inside. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like it. Like, so you lower a cake and you spread all your yummy across it, and then you very, very carefully roll it over into a tube.
I've never had bacon in the cake.
Oh.
I suppose other kinds of yummy are available. Yeah.
Oh, look, there you go. Soup on the menu. Oh, yeah. Homemade soup. I love it. Anna Lee. Oh, yeah, you're in Indiana. Okay, so snow in Indiana. Yeah. I only know that from reading the Laura Ingalls Wilder books from when I was little, over and over again. So, yeah, snow in Indiana. I know about that. Did you ever read those books?
No.
They're so good.
I know. You say that
Oh,
a lot.
How long have we been married?
3 weeks. Maybe a month. I don't know.
Honeymoon period. Right, I'm going to shoot off for a bit, and because otherwise I'll do all the talking. Bye. See you later.
The girl, Mrs. Annalise says, did you ever read The Girl of the Limberlost?
No.
The author was not too far away from.
Okay. Kettles in America. What?
Yeah, I heard that as well.
Kettles, soup kettles, all sorts of kettles.
I don't know. All right, she's gone. What are you doing?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm just going away because I'm doing too much talking and they've come on for you.
All right.
Yeah, enjoy.
Hey, well.
Don't need to sound so gleeful.
Anyway, so so I'm in my new office because this is the smallest bedroom, and it used to be Mrs. Keith Cook's sewing room, except there was not a lot of sewing went on, and it was just, it was just a store for lots and lots of books and bits of fabric and stuff, and so she offered a few weeks ago to move that stuff out. I don't know where it's going or gone, and I could put my stuff in. So I've got my desk, got my computer, and got a little table behind me. Got my 3D printer, which has been in the shed, will not work in the shed because it's too cold. And this is just a bit of Christmas decoration. So yeah, will not work like that because there's too much stuff around it. And then I've got my printer and a residual bookcase and the window from which I can see the snow on well, it's gone now, on the high ground. So it's all a bit cool. Yes, yeah. Why don't Americans have plug-in kettles? You have dedicated machines for all kinds of bizarre stuff like making bread and soup and there. But why not for hot water? I don't know. Nathaniel, I've made a video of how to make tea. And yeah. Or are you asking Americans how they make tea? I think they do it wrong because they can't get the water to boil properly because they haven't got a kettle. Okay, Emily, that sounds that's about right. Yeah. That 3D print a Christmas tree. If I start it now, it might be ready by next Christmas. Yeah. Actually, I had a kettle problem recently because last summer was it, or maybe last year? I got the world's sexiest kettle, which was glass with a blue LED in the bottom, and it was brilliant. I loved it, and then it just stopped working about a month ago. So I had to get a replacement. So I've got almost exactly the same. Well, it looks the same, but it's different in some details. So yeah, but I love that you can see the water boiling, so you know what boiling water really looks like. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. What's happening for 2020 on Keef Cooks? £350 for a kettle? That's a little bit steep. Yeah. What was it made of? 2020 on Keef Cooks. Right, we're going for it. We're going to get 100,000 subscribers, okay? And if not, that'd be big trouble. Yeah, I don't quite know how we're going to achieve that, but yeah. Annalie, so in love with this electric kettle thing. Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. I mean, beyond this, there's some secret stuff going on in the background that I can't talk about at the moment, but quite hopeful things will get a bit slightly amazing next year. How's that for a tease? Hello, peeps. Sue Miller in South Africa. It's hot. Oh yeah, you're the hot end of the world at the moment. I always find that really weird. I just can't get my head around it. And we lived in the Middle East for many years, where it was just hot all the time. It was, it was hot all the time, and it was extra hot in the summer. So Christmas was, just a very strange experience. Also, it being a Muslim country where Christmas wasn't officially celebrated, but in Dubai, they invented a fake festival, a shopping festival around that time of year, so they could always decorate the place with lights and things. And so that that made us feel Christmassy. And yeah. Beyond, does Mrs. Keefe know the secret? Slightly, yeah. And Annalie, ugly sweater parties. I've never heard of that idea, but we don't get invited to parties of any kind these days because we're old and grey and yeah. Yeah, my son got me this, and I do love it. It's I'm looking at the screen. It's the lettering's inside out. Is it inside out for you lot? Looks very strange. Anyway, yeah, I love it. It's actually super warm because it's like double knit kind of thing. All these strands of wool for the lettering. They go down there and then they go around the back and then they come up again. Yeah. So you've got 2 layers of wool. Yeah. Oh, ugly sweater parties. Strange. Anyway. Yeah. Let me just look at something. Yeah. All right. No, I was just checking my email. That was from YouTube telling me I've just gone live. Okay, Paul. Thank you for confirming that. I thought there would be. It's just a weird thing that webcam. I'm using a webcam or camera phones reverse the image, and it's a bit puzzling. Chris the Butcher and friends. Diddly dee dee dee. Is that the secret handshake? Hello, how are you? Come on, you can type faster than that. So, yeah, a few of you have kind of said, what's the next recipe? I don't know. I've done all the major food groups related to Christmas over the last few years, and I just don't know what else I can do. So I've got a few ideas. One is more Christmas nibbles, except I did the blinis and that. And Chris, it's not your magic knife, it's my magic knife. All right, I stole it from you, it belongs to me. So, other one is Christmas dinner on a budget. Like maybe set a budget 50p per head and see if I can do Christmas dinner or trimmings for that. 50p might be a bit low per pound. And yeah, what's the other thing? Eggs Benedict. I know it's not like mega Christmas. It's not Christmas at all. But I finally yesterday managed to make hollandaise sauce, handmade hollandaise sauce with the whisk and that. Because I've tried on and off years and years, not managed it, but actually did it yesterday. It was cracking. Jill 27, baklava. I've tried baklava. Yeah, I don't like it. It's far too sweet for me. So yeah, and I've never tried making it because if a recipe is not something I enjoy, then obviously my heart's not in it, and I might be able to do it, but I won't get a lot of pleasure from it. So yeah. Oh, Keith Jones, Barra Brith. That was a very long time ago. Chris, I know you stole it from somebody else originally, so it's like one of those things, isn't it, that goes around. Annalie, appetizing sweets, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I've got another thing that I might do as a video. It's salted caramel Rolos, because our son's girlfriend's father is got a mega sweet tooth, and she's recommended that he would really dig a packet full of my homemade salted caramel Rolos for Christmas. If they don't melt in the post, which is not likely. So I might do that because, I did them a few years ago. I did do them as, I think I did them as a video. But yeah, I think I'll do that. All right. Yeah, Annalie, Blender Hollandaise. I'm sure it is, but I just wanted to see if I could do it by hand, because I can't do mayonnaise either, or I've not been able to do mayonnaise by hand. I can do it with a stick blender, no problem. But yeah, Adam Garat, greetings, my old mate. How are you? Right, we seem to have been troll free so far, but if you're up for modding, that'd be lovely. Nat Evans, a whole Christmas dinner in a pie. Nah. Hazel B, hello. Chris the Bocello, Pest. Hello, Pest. Oh, Chris, your spelling slays me. Jill 27 baklava. I don't know. I don't think it's hard because I don't like it. I've never actually investigated how you would make it. So yeah. Oh, Adam. Oh yeah, you're right. I can make you a mod if you want. Are you going to stick around, or have you got things to do? But we seem to be all right. Bjorn, yeah, more experimental stuff. Yeah. No, you're right. I love to do stuff like that, but on the other hand, I get my channel, cooking channel. I think it's pretty clear what it's about. It's about cooking, and but I did have a new guy who made a comment a few weeks ago. He says you should stick to pies and forget about doing this fancy stuff. And I said, well, I am the god of pies, obviously, but other meals are available, and I can't. How boring would it be to do one video a week and every single one is a bloody pie? So he says, yeah, but I came here because I found you through searching for pork pies, and I loved it, and I love your videos, but I like pies. I said, well, great, but I'll do pies. And I actually told him I've done 3 pie-related recipes in the last month or 2 months. So, yeah, but he says, yeah, still want pies. Anyway, I've got a couple of pie ideas for next year, early next year. But, I can't. What was I on about? Identity. Yeah. What's the channel about? Well, it's about me and my sort of cooking adventures, really. So yeah, it's pies, and yeah, it's Brit classics, but also yeah, it's whatever I can, whatever I want to try from, the other places out there. So yeah, and yeah, the experimental made up stuff. Yes, yeah, you're right. Because I do like that. All right, Doobie 100. What's for Sunday lunch? Good question. Nothing at the moment. I think it might be a tuna bake for tea. But yeah. Annalie. So you incinerated your turkey or what? Experimental videos, the most views to, well, the long egg certainly was. You know, can't argue with over 5 million, I think. But at the same time, you can't. Well, you can't keep doing it. I did try keeping doing it. You know, I did a long Scotch egg and a long this and a long that, but yeah, none of them got anything like the number of views. So, Chris Copper, right? This is about an act or law that's been passed in California about protecting kids from evil YouTube creators who want to corrupt their innocent little minds. I think. I don't know. I don't actually know what the motivation is. I don't know what. I have I seen my views drop? The last two videos for the last 2 weeks, yes. But I put that down to them being not sort of mainstream popular things. You know, there was the bacon wrapped stuffing roll, and there was the blinis, you know, little Russian pancakes, both of which I wouldn't expect massive views on. But you know, normally I would expect them to have got about 50% more views than they have at this stage in their life cycle. So yeah, but at the same time, since copper happened, my revenue has been going up. And I mean, you know, it's not necessarily an indication, but there's a bunch of old videos that have kind of resurfaced that are getting a lot of views, and it's weird stuff like mince and tatties and skirly and northern pork pie recipe are my two most popular now in the last 28 days. And those are like, well, they're ancient. Well, they're a year or two old. Anyway, let's look at these other comments. Laura Lutz, good morning. Hazelby, turkey leftover dishes. I did a leftover turkey curry recently. Poached egg. Oh, Adam, mate, I made a poached egg last week. It was just superb. Yeah. Laura made Yorkies. What, as in Yorkshire puds? Good man. Good man. Good lady. Good person. Nathaniel, what would I make from turkey mince? Yeah. I don't like turkey mince. But oh, Cheryl, what's for tea? Are you still here? You made turkey mince and something saucy rolls, didn't you? Cranberry? I don't know. Yeah, they'd be good in sausage rolls, but you don't just want your turkey mince. You need to give it some zing and add flavour. You know, I just find turkey is really bland. I don't much like the taste of turkey. I don't know why turkeys became the big thing for Christmas in the UK. But yeah. Anyway. Annalie, the glaze. Oh yeah. No, I don't glaze turkey as such. You know, I'll butter it and put salt and pepper on it, but I wouldn't. Yorkies could have been crunchier. Yeah. Okay. Rachel, some vegan Christmas recipes. I did. I think last year I did, well, a vegan or certainly a vegetarian sort of nut-based thing. California is doing most of the groups. Okay. Yeah, Annalie, that's the thing about turkey, because it's so lean, you really need to chuck in half a pound of lard as well. Yeah. Blue Knight, hey up, lad. Happy Christmas, Merry New Year. Same to you all. Hey, Keith Jones, mince pies. I haven't made any yet. Collard greens. Right, yes, Carlos. We what was it? I did something where it was supposed to be accompanied by collard greens, but I've never seen them in the UK, and so I was asking people what they actually are. Apparently, it was something like spinach, but kale. Yeah. And smoked beef neck bones. Come on, where are you, Carlos? Where are you based? That's smoked beef neck bones. Yeah. Christmas sausage rolls, turkey beans, crispy bacon, chopped pistachios, chopped dry cranberries and sage mix. Yeah, okay. All right. Oh, that's fair. Yeah. Greens are nasty. Ham, mac and cheese. Oh, so yeah, I was researching what people have for their Christmas meals in various countries, and I think I was reading this article on Wikipedia maybe that was frankly it was rubbish, but so I don't want to give any credence to anything it says, but it did say that in Japan on Christmas Eve what you have is KFC, right? And the reason for that is they're not a Christian country. So Christmas isn't a thing. So when KFC arrived there, their marketing department decided that Japan needed Christmas traditions, and so they invented this one that they told them that what everybody does in the West, which they wish to emulate, is that we have KFC on Christmas Eve. And it worked. And apparently, you have to book your Christmas Eve KFC a couple of months in advance, otherwise, you don't get it. So I think that's cracking. If that is true, that is just amazing. So, yeah. Anyway. Ham. Hey. Hazel B. Well, I do. Well, I will. Well, yeah. I've got a load of cranberries. I need to sauce them up. I must have done mint sauce and apple sauce, but yeah. Yeah. All right. Oh yeah, Spanish harness. Yeah, smoked beef neck bones. Not a thing I could get. Clickbait videos, me? No, that would be dishonest and misleading. Yeah, the world's largest Yule. And then, yeah. Don't know. But yeah, I could really do with a few viral videos. Who couldn't? No, Jill, you were traumatized by peas as a small child. That is fascinating. Brenda Rigdon in the house. Hello, Brent. Carlos Robbins. No, we don't. We don't use neck bones. We don't have that. No. No. Right. Well. Homemade chutneys. Yes, I should do that. In fact, I have done, but I'm always kind of because I've been doing this like 4 or 5 years, so there's getting to be recycling or remaking stuff. Because you look at the way you made something 5 years ago, and it's not necessarily the recipe, but it's the actual production values of the video. Gary Morley. I told you they'd be gone. No, they're not. They're still there, but they'll be gone. I have one a day when I have porridge. When I have porridge, I have a banana in it, and but I don't normally have porridge at the weekend. So yes, goodness me, running away from peas. It's outrageous. Anyway, hang on a minute. Mrs. Keith Cox. Mrs. Keith Cox. Oh. Bren, relishes. Well, like Indian ones. Like, yes. The number one, as in oldest item on my list for requests for recipes is lime pickle, which I desperately need to get round to doing because I like lime pickle, but I don't like the stuff that we get from the shop because it's too hot. So I should make my own, and also mango chutney, and also you saw my collaboration with. Dan Toombs, the curry guy, so he knows how to make these things. So, yeah. Right. Bacon parmesan Brussels sprouts. Roasted Brussels sprouts. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm desperate to go to the loo. That's what I want Mrs. to come and take over. Mrs. Keith Cox. Right. I'm going to have to tootle off for a sec. I'll be back.
Cooey. Hello, everybody. You've got me just for a bit. He's gone to the loo. Right then. And Gary, you can come again. Hello, Brenda. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, Nathaniel, you were here last time. You stayed on. Good, thank you. And Biana. Now then, what have we got? Let's have a look. Just get my breath back. I've just sprinted up the stairs and we've got a fish tank. So I'm busy cleaning out the fish tank because Keith's not going to come into the living room, so I'm not going to be causing bother. So I'm out of breath and not thinking straight. Thank you, Hazel. Oh, bless. W100. Don't know who you are, but thank you. Right. There you go.
Oh, that's better.
I was just getting enough breath back for a proper burble, and he's here.
Oh, burble away.
Burble away, yeah. So what am I working on at the moment? I am...
Fish.
Oh, that's that. No, got knitting on the go. I've got some sewing on the go. I can just see I'm moving my head too fast for the screen. I'm not used to this. I haven't got the skills. Knitting or needle crochet. I'm doing some knitting. I'm knitting a scarf, and basically when I get to the end of the ball of wool, it's finished. What else am I doing? Knitting a dress. It's been sitting on the sidelines for a while because I'm doing other things. The bobble dress, yes. I'll show you when I get that. And what else am I doing? Yeah, not a lot at the moment. The thing is, the big. I'm sitting on my chair, it's too low. Yeah, the big project at the moment is getting the house all sorted out for Christmas because our beloved son and his adorable girlfriend are coming. So it's got to be immaculate. So we can just go, oh yes, it's always like this. Oh, I cut the finger this morning. Right, plasters, that's all. I'm going. Right, chaps. The one you want is here.
No, they all want.
Blurry, yummy. Right. Hi and bye. Bye.
Okay, right. Hello. How many? What fish? I can't answer that because I don't know. We've got 3 pink ones that just sit at the bottom of the tank and look like they're dead. We've got about a couple of dozen things that just whiz around at the top of the tank. It's quite amusing to watch. Yes. Yeah. Simon Templar. Oh, Nova Scotia. Is that near Newfoundland? Because I had a request to do a Newfie Finns dinner. Is that right? Which I will do because it looks fantastic and it's got peas pudding in it. And I think that's just amazing because, I had peas pudding when I was a kid and I hated it. But, my parents, well, and me, we come from the northeast of England and moved to Yorkshire when I was 6. So there was always peas pudding, but I didn't like it until I'd actually left home. But then every time I went back home, my mother would make a vat of peas pudding for me. That's grand. Yeah. What's going on here? Message, health, or review? Chris. Oh, isn't that clever? That's YouTube automatically censoring Chris the Butcher because he used a rude word. I'll show that. Yeah, okay. All right. I've been. Yeah. Right. Okay, Annalie, enjoy your breakfast. Yeah. Adam Garrett, you never had peas pudding. You have not lived, matey. You really. I mean, it's one of those things. It's like mushy peas. It's nothing, but it's everything. It's just one. Well, I mean, they're very similar, but yeah. Yeah. So Simon Templar, the Newfie dinner, Finn's dinner. Apart from peas pudding, it's also it's mainly salt beef, which I'm a bit puzzled about. I can't go down to Tesco's and say, give me salt beef, because it's not a thing here. So I'd have to make my own. I'm not sure exactly what it is. Yeah. Okay. Right. Doobie 100, thank you. And yeah, we'll see you anon. Adam, yeah, well, not everybody appreciates the great food of the north. Oh yeah. Simon, the steak Diane. I'm not actually. What is it? Steak with Diane sauce, but I don't know what Diane sauce is. Um, yeah. Hey, look at the shadows on the wall from the thing, or not? Gary Morley, are you Yorkshire? As I just said, I was born in Durham, but we moved to Yorkshire when I was 6. So yeah, I consider myself to be a Yorkshire dude, although I wouldn't be allowed to play for the cricket team. Carlos, yes, we have sweet potatoes. I don't like them, but yeah, potato to me shouldn't really be sweet. Yeah. Dwayne, hello. And Laura Carter in Illinois. Hiya. Yeah, what's the weather like? Well, it's been interesting. It's okay now. It's kind of clear, not raining, not windy. This morning there was snow on the high ground, so out our window I can see Ilkley Moor and Altishevin, which are both high areas, which were both coated in snow. It's gone now, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Gary Morley, you are kidding me. Edlington. Adam. Sweet potatoes are garbage to me. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Bjorn, I can't be doing the world's largest anything or whatever, I just can't. And Nathaniel Evans also doesn't approve of sweet potatoes. We had an American friend in Madrid, and she invited us around for dinner, and it was mostly sweet potatoes. Oh my god! When you just can't, but you have to eat it to be polite. Yeah. Simon, Steve Cooking. Yeah, he's from Rotherham. Yeah, Steve Dolby. Good bloke. Yes. In fact, I don't know if he ever comes over here, but if he does, I'll grab him and we'll. Gary Morley, do you mean Edlington near Doncaster, where your mum is from? Yes, a sheet on a shingle. Sheet on a shingle. Oh, that sounds incredibly weird. Right, Gary Morley, that's very interesting because I grew up in Edlington and it's not a big place. How old is your mum? Barry Lewis makes very large food items, and also he makes very tiny food items. And yeah, but I don't. Yeah, some of the things Barry gets up to is just yeah. Yeah. sweet potato, and no, it's just weird that you basically you like what you grow up with, or yeah. And if you don't, if you haven't grown up with sweet potatoes and collard greens and whatever, then no amount of whatever will make you like them if you don't like them. Which isn't to say that you automatically won't like them, but you might not. I'm talking drivel. Gary Morley. Cowboy Kent's YouTube. Cowboy Kent, no, I haven't. No, I don't know. Yeah, Brenda, what you been polite about? You were not saying shit. What shit? Sweet potatoes. Yep. Okay. All right. Simon, some of the wine, I think, was filmed around Holmfirth, or was it? Or Hebden Bridge, that way. We're about sort of 15 miles from there. We've got incredible countryside around here, which is why we live here. Yeah. Oh right, what's century eggs, Adam? I don't know. Cooked pumpkin? No, straight in the bin, mate. I did pumpkin pie last year, and I actually was for Halloween this year. I was going to make. Well, I actually started making a pie. No, a cake that was in the shape of a pumpkin, right? So it was covered in orange fondant icing, stripes on it, and that. And the filling was ginger cake, but with a hole in the middle, and that was pumpkin pie filling. And it took me ages and ages, and it was a complete disaster. And these things happen, and I was doing it for a video, so I'd spent 3 days on this, and in the end it just failed. And I don't know what I did for a video that week. It might have been cheese on toast or something, because fermented preserved Chinese eggs. Sounds lovely. Oh look, you're getting censored again, Chris. There you go. You can. Simon, for Christmas dinner, well, we got our son and his girlfriend, but she's got to go and have actual Christmas dinner with her parents down south. So we'll be having Christmas dinner on Christmas Eve, I think. And I haven't quite decided. I don't want to do turkey. Normally we go down to theirs in London, and he spends about £1,000 on a goose. Oh, actually, I'm lying, but over 100 because he lives near Hampstead and he insists on getting it from the fancy butcher. And it's fabulous, but I am not spending £100 on a goose. So, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet. We'll see. So, Brimey Cruise, Great British Baking Show. We call that the Great British Bake Off in England, and I'm never going to go on that because, well, I'm not a baker. I'm a general sort of cook, and obviously I make the world's best pies, and the odd cake, but I'm not 100% into that. Anyway. Yeah. Scott Tarr. Sorry, I'm late. Okay. That's not Scott Reed in disguise, is it? Oh, Adam Bauer. I've heard of those. In fact, I've seen them on sale, but no, really. Ashens eats a century egg. Did he like it? I'm guessing probably not. My thoughts on MasterChef UK. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually thinking that the format is dead now. It's the professionals, which just finished last week. Watched it. I can't tell you what. Can't remember. But I do like the MasterChef for ordinary people because it's a journey, and I've seen other countries' versions of MasterChefs where it's a lot more combative. It's a fight. Whereas the UK version is about people, learning, developing, becoming amazing cooks, and actually supporting each other along the way. So I like that. Gammon. Yeah. Good one, Brian. Yeah. Good. Well, Hazel. Yeah, fish pie's not really pie, but it is delish. Yeah. Oh, Simon, thank you. My paintings. Yeah. It's been fun. Get back into that after decades of not doing it. Yeah. Have you know Adam Lloyd Grossman? I mean, I'm sure he's an extremely nice guy, but I just can't stand his accent. I mean, what is it? It's yeah, Adam. I think I'm going to ban you for mentioning Bella. Oh, Gary, Mum's 88. Okay, before my time then. So we probably didn't go to school together, unless she was a teacher. Oh, Paul Everett. Terrell, then, if you're still there. Bye. Meatloaf. Oh, yeah, Gary, I did a disastrous meatloaf where I wanted to make a really savory meatloaf because generally I just find it's a bit bland, and I got this recipe from Serious Eats website, which is an American website, and it was written by an American guy, Kenji J. Lopez Alt or something he's called. But he's very into molecular gastronomy, and he put all kinds of umami elements into his meatloaf, which is what I wanted because it would give it more intensity and meatiness. So I put these things in. I mean, we talk about anchovies and can't remember things that are not in your conventional American meatloaf. I got absolutely murdered for doing that. It's like, all these Americans like, where the hell do you get the idea that we do that? I said, from an American website, J. Lopez Kenji Alt. And they're like, yeah, off. Yeah. So yeah, I did like that, but nobody else did. Yeah. Right. Yeah, Carlos. That's what I said. You saw Dwayne saw Ginger Baker on a cooking channel. No, yeah, no, I never saw him live. I know he died, and I read quite a few biographies and some background on him. Not a popular bloke, apparently. Yeah. All right. Going more, yeah, okay. Send me a recipe somehow. A Newfie accent, Brenda. You talk about Newfoundland again. And they call jars bottles. Yeah, strange. Right, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, just briefly mention comments that you get. And I had, what's happened recently? My video for full English breakfast has resurfaced, so it's getting quite a lot of fresh views and comments. And people, some people have a very dogmatic idea of what a traditional full English breakfast is. And even though I never called mine a traditional one, because it had hash brown in it. And so some guy said, that is not, well, several people said, that's not a traditional full English because it's got hash brown in it. It's American, isn't it? To which I say, I never said it was traditional. You know, I think that full English isn't actually a thing. It's a selection of things that are, you know, accepted as what that can be elements in a full English, but they're not compulsory. I think the only thing that's compulsory is fried egg, bacon, sausage. What else you put with it is up to you, you know. So if you want a hash brown, fine, I don't have a problem with that. And in fact, if you go to Wetherspoons and most chain pubs or even independent cafes and get full English, it will have a hash brown or two. And the Wetherspoons one, they call it a traditional English breakfast, and it's got hash brown in it. So, you know, I think I'm right, he's wrong. But it wasn't letting him go. He's like, you know, I'm the worst person in the world. And I told him about Wetherspoons, and he's like, huh. Yeah. But, yeah. Yes, people can argue to the moon and back and sideways about an English breakfast. And fried bread, yeah, that's another thing. That's another optional thing that I tend not to opt for. Anyway, I'm going to do it again in the new year, and I'll do every single possibility, and I'll serve it on a dustbin lid because it'd be gigantic. I won't eat it. Yeah. Well, sorted food made in English breakfast. Yeah, I should look at them. I don't like them, but well, I don't dislike them, but they kind of irritate me. Because, yeah. Yeah, Adam Garrett, you are a heretic for putting hash browns on your English breakfast. It's not an English breakfast, is it? No. But yeah, that's a funny thing. I was somebody mentioned that hash browns basically arrived with McDonald's in the UK, which was like roundabout the late 1970s, which is almost 50 years ago. And that's a weird thing. It was a little meme that came up on Facebook for people of my age and people probably who were like 20 in 2000, so they'd be 40 now. Because you remember that 1980 was 20 years ago, but also the year 2000 was 20 years ago. So how can that be? And it's because you just can't. When you cross the millennium line, you have to kind of add, you know, the 2000 bit and the 1900s bit. It's very, very puzzling or baffling for people at our age, I think. Anyway, yeah. White pudding. Yeah, I've heard of white pudding. I think I did have some. And I thought I can't remember it tasting anything. I was very excited to have that as an option, but yeah. Oh my God, Adam Garrett, tinned plum tomatoes. Oh, definitely going to hell. Honestly, what a... Ooh, in fact, that's another thing. I don't actually like tomatoes on my English breakfast at all. If I'm having beans, I don't want tomato as well. I prefer to have beans than that. Hey, Jeff Weldon. Yo, hello. 199 star. Yeah. Fortunately, we don't have checks anymore. Home fries. Yeah, I've had that. Yeah. 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 Oh, Simon. Yeah, you mean porridge? Well, it's interesting because Mrs. Keefe cooks. I had my own way of making porridge, which wasn't very good. But Mrs. Keefe cooks made me some porridge a few weeks ago, and it was fabulous. Absolutely loved it. So basically, you could soak your oatmeal in water for a bit if you want, but not compulsory. And then you just simmer it in water, because I'd always cooked it in milk. So you simmer it in water, maybe for about 5 minutes till you get sort of wallpaper paste-ish consistency. And then what do you do? And then put stuff in it: sliced banana, some grapes, or any bits of fruit, some golden syrup, and then stir it all together and then top it with cream, double cream, and it's lush. It really is fantastic. So yeah. Yeah. Nathaniel Evans, how dare you ask me that? I am actually naked. This is my body. All right. No, I haven't got a single tattoo. And I saw a brilliant cartoon. Friend of mine, he's a goth, and he's into all kinds of piercing and bodily decoration. He posted this cartoon. It was a heavily tattooed man and woman in bed together, and they've got their baby and their new baby, and they're looking at it and they're thinking, why does it come out blank? It made me laugh. Quackwa, 1960. Chutney with canned salmon for breakfast. Guinness, though. Are you talking about what? What are you talking about? I don't know. Tony Porter. If you want a challenge, cook something gluten-free that tastes nice. Yeah, that is a challenge. Gary Morley in a drawer with salt. I think you might have a typo there. I know that Mrs. Keefe Cook's dad was Scottish, and he used to have salt in his porridge, which I thought was bizarre. Simon Templar, who do I follow on YouTube just for fun? Just for fun. What is that? I don't know. For actual fun. Got me there. No. Babe, what do I do for fun? She's downstairs. Yeah, anyway. Quack, 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 quack. Is that how you say your name? Quack, quack. Somebody mentioned Guinness chutney. I don't know. Yeah. Right. Okay. Right. Oh, okay. I've got a little list here of things to talk about when it goes quiet. So, I was just looking at a new thing that YouTube tell me I'm eligible to have or to do is YouTube stories, and I've seen a story on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. I don't know what they are, but and I don't actually, frankly, know what is the point of it. But apparently, the YouTube version, it's just a quick, simple video, and it has a lifespan of 7 days. I don't know why that is. What makes that a thing? But I'm thinking I'll try it. So what I'll do is when I'm doing a recipe, I'll do a little story post, on my phone, and you just sort of nail it together, and there's no production values whatsoever, and it should be nice and quick and easy, and extra content and extra engagement, and we'll see. So I'll do that, try that, see what happens. Apparently, you only get that if you've got more than 10,000 subscribers, and that's another thing that YouTube likes to make life difficult and complicated, and we love them. Yeah. Fun, cook, get to cooking. Actually, I don't really cook very much for fun these days. It's, I kind of tend to feel a bit guilty when I'm cooking, because I should be doing other stuff, It's only because I've got one bit of website work or maintenance that I should have done 4 months ago, and I can get to it on a Monday morning. I'll do a few hours, and then I can't get to it the rest of the week. And the client's giving up going up the wall. But I just can't see. I just don't. I can't. Yeah. Anyway. Guinness is good with lamb shank. Anything is good with lamb shank. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's a brilliant misspelling of groceries, as in a bag full of things that are really horrible. Yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, that is interesting. Oh, she's taking the phone. I'm going to phone her and see if she'll. Because she can't. She's probably got music on loud or something. Hello, Petal. Would you care to join me in the studio?
Hey, Marital bliss.
All right.
Right.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Hello again, chaps. What's to do?
What have we done?
All wet. I haven't done anything.
Yeah.
I must have knocked your mouse.
Right, yeah.
Hello, Joe Baker.
Food challenge.
Food challenge. You can do a food challenge. Oh, heck. Smoked salmon. Kelp. Pig's trotters. Broccoli. Any preferences?
Oh, yeah. This is just what we bought today.
Oh yeah, salmon. No, we didn't. We had the salmon on the blinnies. Oh god, it was so good.
We've still got some
Have we really?
salmon.
Excellent. Yeah. I don't want to give him a food challenge, to be honest. I mean, he works his out all by himself, and I enjoy seeing what he comes up with. But all the days when he's not actually filming for his channel, he's making something for us. So I hate to be boring, but that's about the size of it.
Adam Garrett, it's a secret.
All right, let's have a look. Qua. Cape Breton. I have to admit complete ignorance. I know the name of the place, but I couldn't even tell you which continent it's on. Do you know? Cape Breton. It sounds like it ought to be France.
It does.
Brittany.
But it would be Cat Breton, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but the English will get it. An anglicised version, won't they? Hello, Adam. What does RHLST mean?
I don't know.
Okay.
Right hand, left, stop. I don't know. Bren, souse? Do you mean scouse?
Yes, of course she does. We've had that. Is that what you're having for tea tonight, Brenda? Can we go to Nottingham? It's just above Nova Scotia.
His mother lived in Edlington.
Oh, wow.
But she's 88, so we didn't go to school together.
No.
Yeah. Above Nova Scotia, Cape Breton, are we talking about? Eh?
No. Going for Christmas dinner. Nice try, Nathaniel. Yes.
So, Bren, Scouts. I did Scouts a long time ago, and I did what I thought was authentic with lamb, mutton.
Mutton.
All the Scouts are like, you're rubbish, because you know it's beef in it. I said, well, you know, it's supposed to be lamb, and they're like, yeah, but we have beef. Yeah.
This sounds like an echo of what you guys were saying before about tradition and what's acceptable and what isn't. And people will stick to what they love.
Right.
But yeah.
Okay. Bye, Chris. Right. We're gonna. I was just gonna talk about you, but you're going.
His phone's bound to die. Sorry, Chris. Bye.
All right.
Really?
Bren, yeah, I agree. It's brilliant with mutton because if you make it with beef, it's just beef stew. What's the point?
And if you make it with mutton as opposed to lamb, you get all that lovely animal fat in
there.
I've got vegetarian leanings, but any sort of meaty stew or pie that's got quite a good sort of fatty element to it, I think is wonderful. It's warming, it's satisfying. I like that.
Oh, we got some mutton from Bren, your comment was held for review by YouTube because he doesn't know what a pooter is. When we went to Windermere Lake District earlier this year, and I wanted to make a detour to a motorway service station on
Oh,
the
yeah.
M6, T-Bay Services, which is famous because it's got a butcher's shop in it, and which is actually run by the family that run the service station. It's absolutely marvelous. So I own Jonathan Cook. Hello.
Hello.
I'm just talking about the butchers at T-Bay
T-Bay
Services.
A destination service station, honestly.
Yeah.
And there's one down south, isn't there? What's the...
Yeah, Gloucester West.
So honestly, if you want fantastic pies,
so wonderful. Great pies and great meat and Herdwick. Oh dear, go Herdwick mutton.
Hello,
which
baby
is
brother.
The local sheep that grow on the fells on the on the hills.
My beloved
and
is doing a live stream. We're sitting in front of the camera. You're talking to millions. What do you want to say? I'll tell you what. I'm coming to talk to you. Bye, guys.
Later.
Honestly, Keith keeps wanting me to come back and then he can say anything.
Ah, dear, oh dear. Anyway, the Herdwick mutton, absolutely gorgeous, and it would be absolutely perfect in Scouse. So, Brent, if I do it again, I'll make a point of going up to T-Bay to get me mutton and do a bit of it. Brilliant. Okay, Nathaniel, eggnog I did a couple of years ago. That was a great bit. Which great vid you talk about, Gary? I mean the Windermere trip. That was an interesting weekend. Cost me a fortune. Because we've been invited to have to the Texas Smokehouse. We're doing a pop-up restaurant in the Windermere Hotel. So they invited us for a freebie as a thank you. But then that was just for me. So we booked into the hotel for 1 night, 2 nights. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, cost a fortune. But yeah, it was great. Jonathan Cook. I heard on the radio somebody talk about they were driving through the Snowy Lake District today. Is it snowy? Because we had snow on Ilkley Moor this morning. It was surprising. Oh, burnt ends, Brenda! Don't tease me like that. Those burnt ends, they're just food of the gods. The little Jonathan, the little cafe in the alleyway. Vegan. I don't know if that would work as a vegan cafe. Yeah. It's tiny though, isn't it? It's only about 10 covers. So you can go skiing, Jonathan. Gary Moy on Ilkley Moor by Tat. Bartat. No, on Ilkley Moor Bartat. Bar meaning without, tat meaning the hat, without the hat. On Ilkley Moor by without your hat. You'll die from cold. The worms will eat you. Stuff like that. All right, Brenda, your message has been held for review. Remember Biota cake mixers? Oh, Viota. Oh yeah, I kind of slightly do. But yeah, that wouldn't be jelly dot cupcakes. Gary Morgan. No, a rude version of that. Oh, I thought the original was quite rude. Yeah. There's been a court in Mary Jane. Mary Jane. On Elfly Moor Bar. That is the national anthem of Yorkshire, by the way. It was invented by a gang of drunken ladies on a bus trip a couple of decades ago. Oh, swing we got. All right. Okay. Bjorn, what are you on about? You can make vegan food with only some meat in it. Vegan meat. Hello, my U-boat. Well, we've been at it for an hour and a half. Oh, yeah. Anyway, what else have I got on my... my list of things to talk about when it gets quiet? Yeah. What am I drinking there, Hazel? It's the old Abbott Ale. Very nice. Yeah. Baz. Cooked my fish cakes, batter tatty fish. Tatty batter works. Yes, that's the thing. Bren's Den sounds bubbly. Do you mean the beer? It's not bubbly. It's not. Gary Molly, no such thing as a vegan sausage. Well, that's a thing, innit? You know, when you do a vegetarian or a version or a vegan version of something, you've got to call it something so that people know what it is. You know what I mean? So a vegan sausage roll. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, because how are you going to describe it? I mean, you know, it's possibly the wrong thing to be doing for a vegetarian or vegan, to emulate, you know, to do a meat-free version of a traditional meaty thing. It's a thing in pastry, yeah. Baz, Charles, thank you all. Oh, Brenda, yeah, I got some egg coddler things last Christmas. I think I used them once. I don't know. Right, yeah. It's a Thuringian pastry. Yeah, well, Gary, many things are things in pastry. So it's not a really good descriptor, is it? Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so I was talking about recipes, old recipe videos that have resurfaced recently. So popular one now is mince and tatties with skirly, which is a Scottish thing made with oatmeal. So I don't actually know why it's resurfaced, but it must have been featured on a website or something, or shared a lot. So obviously you get comments and mostly approving and that. But I had one from this guy who says this just takes the biscuit. Sassenach trying to teach Scots how to make skirly. And I said, get over yourself. I'm not trying to teach Scots how to make squirrely. What I'm trying to do is spread the word about squirrely throughout the planet. Other countries are available. Other countries exist outside your little narrow perception of thing, and yeah, this little nationalism. I mean, Scotland probably should be independent, probably will be sometime in the next decade, and good luck to them, and I wish they'd take Yorkshire with them. But I'm not personally responsible for the Highland clearances and for buying Scotland from whatever. And I love the place, and it irritates me that regarded as foreigner, well, I'm foreigner, but and therefore have no right to do that. It's yeah. Anyway, makes you wonder how you can get a plant-based thing in McDonald's where meat is prepared. I think, Brenda, they would. Well, the thing is made off-site and it's just frozen, isn't it? So they probably have dedicated grills for the non-meat things. Beyond invent new types of food. Hamburger pie. Actually, I did hamburger bread. A couple of years ago. That was good. The thing about inventing stuff is it's. I've always got one eye on who's going to watch it. Is it going to get an audience? So if I just present something as something I've invented or whatever, I don't know. Soya eggnog. What does the soya replace? The egg? Don't know. That's Mrs. Keith Cooks is downstairs again. She's been up. Oh yeah, she got a phone call from her brother. So Yorkshire is the best bacon. The Scots are so bloody proud like Americans. Oh, everybody's proud. I mean, I think there's probably a few people who are still proud of being English, but pasta liver stew. Yeah. Hazelby, yes, you're quite right, and but it does annoy me when people actually get racist about stuff. First world problem, but when I do a curry and I get an Indian saying hi, English trying to do a curry, you can't. Well, of course you can. It's just a process. It's methods. You learn the process and the methods, you can do it. Yes. Oh. Yeah. Oh, Nathaniel Evans, the frozen water. I saw a brilliant meme on a chef's Facebook group where they said, if you get fed up of constantly having to boil water, just boil a load up, put it in plastic bottles and stick it in the freezer, then it's ready for when you need it. Adam, that guy, he still pops up. He sent me an email couple of months ago. He says, right, I'm sending you this from Pearson International Airport in Toronto or wherever. I'm on my way to Thailand, where I won't have much internet connectivity. So just to let you know, that's why I've gone quiet, but I'll be back. Crazy guy. Yeah. I would be nice to him if he would just recognise and apologise for the way he's treated me and you, Adam. I thought what he said to you was just not acceptable. So, allegiance to the flag. Okay, it's not the same as. Oh, my U-boat. I'm sorry, no. I used to, when we lived in Madrid, that was 800 meters above sea level. And it did cause a few problems, because your water doesn't boil at the right temperature. Things. Yeah. Yeah, Bran, that food class. I've still got the grits, Oh, Baz, send me some crispy pork belly. Merry Christmas. Oh dear, Hazelby, you got yourself blocked there. Auto thingy. Gary Morley, just send it to. I'll just type it. Email it to. Oh, look at me, highlighted in yellow. Aha. Yeah, Adam. Yeah, you blocked him. Well, I never have blocked him, but I've got. He always signs himself in a certain way, so I've got those words as a filter. So it's held for moderation, and I always approve it. I mean, to be fair, he's not done or said anything offensive since he did. But he's still a pain in the arse, and I still want him to know that and to just bloody apologise. I feel like, I don't know, you shouldn't hold a grudge for this long, but I do. He really upset me, and I'm a grown up. I can take a bit of abuse, but the way he just kind of thundered into my comments and demanding respect and trashing me as not being a trained cook, chef, or anything, as if that's anything to do with anything. And then, proceeding to give me the works on everything I'm doing wrong, and never, ever, ever acknowledging that sometimes I do something that's bloody marvellous. Anyway, fried beaver, give over. What? Jan, what are you on about? I don't know, I think that might be code. Bram, what are you on about? You've started USA Sisters now. Brenda, do you ever come back to England? We'll have to have a big get together if you do. Yeah, I mean, there's toxicness and it's like, but you know what, Charles, they just let it go. They just let it happen. And I'm not that channel. I'm on my comments because I love it. I love the community, and I'm not going to have some asshole destroy it. And so if that means deleting people's comments, I'll do it. And I'm not letting them get away with being abusive to me or to anybody. So, no. Yeah. Dwayne, friend's mom from Liverpool. Dwayne, so yeah, Liverpool is a huge city. I used to live there. I met Mrs. Keefie Cooks there. We got married there. I love it. And I know quite a few Scousers, and they consider me to be an honorary Scouser. That's all right by me. Nathaniel, ever eaten horse? Yes, I have. No big deal. It's just, lean beef, kind of. Yeah. Ooh, have any of you watched Kay's Cooking? Kay's Good Cooking on YouTube. Dwayne, right. Any Polish Ukrainian? I'm really not up to speed on that. I like those little things, pasties, that are called that. Go on, brain. Pilotis. They're not Pilates. What are they called? Help. Brent, explain about Charlie's hair. Come on. Hazel. Okay, well that's understandable. Pierogies, yes. I was close. Pilates, yeah. Crikey. Yeah, I've had that. There's. We went to a Polish cafe in Kirkstall in Leeds, and I had those. Yeah, very nice. Yeah, it's just I just mentioned Kay's Cooking because I saw an episode where she was being interviewed by some guy in America, and he got her to do a little chat before they started, and she didn't know he recorded it, and then he published that, and doesn't present her in the best possible light, because she's swearing quite a lot, and I think Americans are very sensitive about profanity. Some of them. I've been accused of profanity because I used like WTF in a comment. It's like, what the fuck, no big deal. And you're using that because you're not using the full thing. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah. So Kay's Cooking. I don't know where she's coming from really. Well, Sheffield. But yeah, good on her. I mean, she's very funny. I don't know if she's meant to be. But yes, that's what I was on about. Comments. She leaves herself open to appalling comments, and I don't think she attends to the comment section. It controls it because it has to be controlled. Otherwise, it's just like anarchy. And yeah. Oh, Bjorn, you profanitized. You disgusting person. Mm. Mm. Southern Baptists. Oh, about the swearing. Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, fine, but they seem to think it's like far worse than it is to us, to me. It's just good old Anglo-Saxon expressiveness, and it is. If you use profanity sparingly and emphatically, it has a great effect. But not if it's a Southern Baptist twat that you're talking to, So, yes, yeah, Hazel, yeah, exactly. People on YouTube comments. I just don't get why you would behave differently in comment to what you would when you're actually face to face with the person, except that you can say the most outrageous crap and not get thumped. I mean, you get thumped verbally if you say outrageous crap to me, but that's all. Yeah. What? Is yeah. Well, I don't really want to talk about your president, Brenda, because I might get a bit profane. Yeah. The fish and chips were a pinch of profanity. Did I see somebody requested something earlier? Dumplings. Oh yeah, yeah. Mm. Yep. I used to. We were living in Bolton, just outside Manchester, and I was doing some work in Liverpool, so I had to commute a bit. And oh no, I was working in Preston in Lancashire, so I had to commute. It's about 30 miles, and so it's a short stretch on the M62, and then it's up the M61. And the M62 was always rammed when I had to get on it. So, it could take me 5 minutes to do this stretch, or it could take an hour. And I'd get home, and our baby was a baby, a couple of years old, sort of thing. And I'd be late, and he says, he'd say, "Oh, you're late again, Daddy. Have you been stuck on the bloody M62?" TV. Anyway, yeah. Oh, Buddy L. Buddy, all right, I get it. Right. Nathaniel, yeah, kind of agreed. Yes, very much. Yes, we live in interesting times, Brad. I didn't sign up for this. So yeah, anyway. I kind of want to knock on the head now because we're out of things to say. But Let's see if we can get Mrs. back. Mrs. Keith cooks. She's whistling. So she must be off Phil. What?
What are you like?
Well, you don't answer me when I call. Right. Anyway, so yeah, just it's nearly
Hello, everybody.
4 o'clock. So just about wrapping up.
All right.
So yeah. Okay.
I've got to switch the pump on for the fish.
Yeah.
I need to just put another bucket of water in and then switch the pump on.
Okay.
And
Well, why don't you do that?
hi and bye, everybody.
Hey, taste test time.
What is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, we all need a beer. Okay.
I liked you at the beginning of this, Gary.
Yeah. All right, peeps. It's been lovely. Thank you. And Merry Christmas. Oh, we should sing a song. Not going to. And see you next time.
Bye.
Hello. No, goodbye. Right, knocking off.
Fish.
Knock off. Oh, Bran, you put hendos in anything that you would use to sauce in, just straight replacement. It's good on cheese on toast. Hazel be okay and beyond. You were first and you are last. Well done. Bye, Bren. Try you lot. See you next time.